Welcome today to RMD Live Chat. My name is Dr. Lotanna Okoye, and this is the Relationship and Marriage Dynamics. And we're glad to have a very unique person on the platform today. This is a platform where purposeful singles are seen, heard, and discovered will meet wonderful people. All right, so today we're going to be talking to someone very unique, and would like to Nakachi Jessica Onu. I don't know if I got it right.
Yes,
Did
sir,
I?
very correct.
Tell us more about yourself, and then you will need to project your voice, so we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So it's my greatest honor to be here today. And just as you've mentioned earlier, my name is Odinakachi Jessica. So I am a facilitator and I live in Abuja, a professional and goal-driven individual who is also enthusiastic about young learning and growth. Also a very open person who values integrity. And my key statements in life has always been whatever you find your hands to do with all your mind. So in my leisure time, I like to try out new recipes. I love cooking and I love teaching too. So as simple as it is, I always like to say I love to talk. So this that engages me into having conversations with people, meaningful conversations. I view it a lot. We could start from there. I'm from a Ebonyi State, of course. I'm from a Ebonyi State. I'm a Christian, obviously, probably one.
Tell us about your academic background.
Studied English and Literary Studies in the university. I'm looking to further. I'm looking at my master's this year, by the grace of God, very soon in education, of course. So I finished from the university sometime in 2022.
That sounds
Yes, sir.
good. So I'm now
Thank
going to be
you.
asking you a few questions. Mention the word integrity. What does that mean to you,
Yes,
and
sir.
how does it apply to you?
Simply doing what's right even when nobody's watching you. You know the thing we call eye service? People are around you. That's when you want to show yourself. That's when you want to do what's right. But you don't need to be told what to do. You see what you should do and you do it. You know what you should do and you are still doing it. You're not waiting to be told. You're not waiting to start getting into a fuss with somebody else just because you were told. Because some people don't even like to be told what to do, but still they see what they should do and they don't do it. So integrity to me is doing what's right even when no one is watching. Ownership. You take the responsibility, the entirety of it. You own up to it. That's simple for me. So.
So tell me more about financial management. Are you a prudent person when it comes to finance, or are you a
Yes, sir.
fire eater when it comes to finance? Which one? How are you going to help this person to be better?
So, in the line of financial management, I was saying that part of the things that we would do to make sure that we are where we should be and we are going to where we should be going to together. Primarily, I feel like, first of all, I buy into the idea of having a joint account. I mean, that's also why I told you that integrity has to be key. So we have a joint account and we also have our personal accounts. Our joint accounts where we monitor the inflow of finances that we have set aside for a particular business, and then the personal accounts for possibly individual spending. And also, of course, because I am a lady, there has to be some kind of monitoring and expenses. You monitor impulse expenses, extravagant expenses, unnecessary expenses. So when you figure all those things out, I find a way to curtail it. That's where we bring in scale of preference. What is more important? What do we need more? What don't we need? What can we do without for now? We rule all those ones out and focus on the basic needs. And then there also has to be financial discipline, responsibilities too. We talk about long-term and short-term goals. For now, are we renting a house or we want to get our own house? All those conversations is going to help our spendings too. So if you're saying that we should buy a house now, fine and good. But we're not going to buy a house and then after buying the house, we don't have anything to fall back to. So if buying a house now is not key, we'll rule that out and rent. I mean, there are still some people who rent houses and they have not died. I just know that one day we're going to get to where we should go. Of course, it's a journey. It never ends. So there is always a phase. When we attend this phase, we move on to the next phase. Yeah.
Okay, so
So
very
shared
quickly, I'm going to be
responsibilities too.
asking you other question, and very quickly, tell me what your take is on the word submission in marriage. Very quickly, what's your take on submission in marriage?
To me, submission is obedience in love. That's what I feel submission is. And the reason I just like God's pattern of doing things because this thing from courtship, you get to know who is who. It's very easy to submit to someone who your spirit aligns with. I mean, sometimes it comes naturally. And when you're also a person of discipline and, of course, a person of the word, it's even easier because if you're a follower of Christ, it should be easy for you to understand that in the home, He is your Lord, He is your Christ. So you submit. It becomes easy when you understand that submission is obedience and love. In fact, I take it to be submission is one of they said obedience is one of the primary things you can do to win God's heart. So when you obey God, you've won his heart. When you obey him, it's very, in fact, they work hand in hand.
How do you express appreciation in marriage?
Okay, so words, first of all, I'm a word person.
Words.
Yes, I'm a word person and I'm a very dramatic person too. Really, really dramatic. I forgot to include that in my introduction. I don't like to hide it because it makes me stand out very uniquely. I'm very dramatic. So he's going to be getting a lot of drama in that aspect because I will show you that I'm really grateful.
Explain this drama part. Explain this drama
Okay.
part.
So buying gifts, maybe if it's someone who works at the side, I could, because I know what you like now, I could buy what you like, come to the site, give it to you. I talk about you. I'm going to talk about you a lot. I'm going to constantly refer to the things that you're doing that is blowing my mind away. Yes, I'm going to make noise about it because I mean, we don't need to keep quiet. When you win, we win, and everybody has to know that we are winning. Yes, so I'm a very
That's a
dramatic
good
person. I
drama.
would talk about it.
I just wanted to be sure of the type of drama you are talking about.
Oh no,
Okay,
it's not
so
going to be chaotic.
are you open to distant relationship? Are you open to relocation in marriage? When married, will you be willing to relocate out of Nigeria?
Well, yes, yes, I would say change is constant. So, yes.
So talk to me on in-law management. How would you manage your in-law, especially when you have a difficult one?
Hmm. A difficult sir, please. I would like to ask you a question. What do you mean by having a difficult in-law?
You want to
Can you
ask
give
me?
me a scenario? Yes, because I take words personally. And I would like to say that it's not because I am Jesus's assistant, but I don't believe I'm going to have difficult in-laws because I'm a very likable person. Very, very likable. And I can tell that my in-laws are going to like me. In fact, I already know that. It's not it's not up for
What will you
debate.
do to them that will make them like you?
Just be myself. I am a likable person naturally. So being myself, it's enough for them to like me.
So you are not going to have a difficult in-law. Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think so. I don't
No,
believe I will.
no problem. No problem. What's the
Mhm.
balance between family and career? You're currently a career person. Are you going to take this to the next level, or will you create balance? How do you manage the pressure of career and the pressure of family? How do you make that happen?
So I have a mentor who is married and pursuing career. So if there's anything that I need to know, I'll always run back to my mentor. To believe in balance. Now, this is family, and the system God operates with the family structure. So I cannot allow myself to be foolish to rule out my family. In fact, it's one of the very key things to me in my life. So, but then there's going to be a balance because, of course, I won't get married and decide to you know, my career because I got married. But then there's also something that I've come to understand. Sometimes what we are chasing is really not our career. That's why we need people who are goal driven, who are solution oriented, who have a growth mindset. So when we come together and we communicate, you're able to even help me walk through my career path. And you're also able to help me point out things that I should see that I haven't seen. That way we are building together. We are working together. We are growing together.
Okay, so what is your no area? What kind of character is it you don't like to see in your relationship? Or I say
Okay,
you cannot
aggressiveness,
tolerate.
being aggressive. I'm a girly girl, if there's anything like that. So, of course, every girl would say they want to be pampered. I don't think there's nobody that doesn't want to be pampered, but you see, the part of being aggressive, yeah, is a no-no for me. A big no. And then, um, dirt, uncleanliness generally. You have to be neat. You have to be a neat person.
Tell me the kind of marriage you desire, and we're going to round it up.
I don't want to use vocabularies that are too verbose. I want to be very as simple as possible. So, of course, first of all, I have a father in the Lord who is a shepherd over me. So his marriage is like a template for me. So I admire a marriage where there is practical love. There is practical love. And when I mean love, I mean love in the entirety of what it means. Love in communication, love in reasoning, love in sharing. Of course, love is kind. So I want a marriage where we practicalize, we play out these things.
So,
A marriage
so
when there is nothing hidden.
when you move in this marriage, love will be written on the forehead. Practical love.
Well,
Practical,
it doesn't
practical.
have to be
Is that what you
written,
mean?
but when it's practical, it's showing already. It doesn't have to be written.
Powerful.
Yeah. So simply a love where you see me and I see you. You value me and I value you. That would help us grow.
Tell me the kind of man you like to get married to.
A kind man, generous man, a patient man, an intelligent man. I was having a conversation with somebody one day and I was telling the person, how do you, how would you feel staying with somebody that you're not going to learn anything from? The person's always learning from you, yet you cannot learn from the person. That is where your death is going to start because your learning process, learning never ends until you're deaf. So I need somebody that I can learn from, someone who challenges me. Yes, I want someone who will challenge me. So I called it once now because, of course, we can do without it. But I think I want someone who is tall because I'm not,
Tall,
I'm not very tall. Yes, yes. I'll admire someone who's really tall.
dark, chocolate,
Not very necessary. I've not thought of that. I don't think
fair,
that's very. I'm sorry.
fair, or just tall.
Complexion. I don't think complexion is going to be a problem.
Okay. All right, so thank you, Odinaka Jessica Ono, for being part of this.
Thank you,
Before
sir.
we end, I just like to say to our audience that we have a lot packing for you, including the Ready to Marry program. It's a course for 5 weeks. If you'd like to be part of that, so ring us on the phone, and of course, the link will be attached to this very video. I'd like to thank you for your time, and if you'd like to connect to that very wonderful lady here, you have a phone number on the screen. You connect with her, and we'll take it up from there. All right. I'd like to thank you for your time. Do you
Okay,
have
sir.
any other thing to say?
No, none at all.
All right. We look forward to great testimonies of this. Our goal this year is
Mhm.
300 new homes, 300 marriages, and
Okay.
that is our goal this year. and we trust God to make that happen. Have a blessed day, and thank you for showing up.